I'm Dr. Sri. I'm a board certified family medicine and sports medicine doctor. And in this video, we're going to do a 10-minute level 1 beginner strength training follow-along routine, which means that you and I are going to exercise together. The beauty of this video is that we don't need any equipment at all, and this is perfect for anyone who's starting with a strength training journey. So let me explain how this video is going to work. So basically, I'm going to show an exercise demonstration, and we're going to do 5 exercises, and each exercise work is going to be almost 40 seconds. So once I show the exercise demonstration of all the 5 exercises, then we will do a 10-minute follow-along routine. So if you're familiar with the exercise demonstration, then feel free to skip the exercise demonstration, the introduction, use the YouTube timeline feature to do that, and then you can jump directly to the 10-minute workout routine. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So the key here is that, so when you look at your core, right? So this, the bony prominence that you feel here is called as the anterior superior iliac spine, okay, ASIS. So basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pelvic tilt posteriorly like this, okay? And I'm going to squeeze my glutes, okay? And now I've got my core control. So instead of like that or like that, I'm just like keeping neutral spine, and you just like slight posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze the glutes, and then that's your hollow body position. So now we're going to do this in a laying fashion, okay? So basically I'm going to lay down here, okay? And then, so I'm going to do this key thing. So let's say if you can put your finger or a hand down like that, then you're not in a neutral spine. So basically you're going to bring your back touching the floor here, okay? You're going to squeeze the glutes, okay, squeeze the glutes, and then I'm going to bend my leg like that, okay? So this is the position here, and then you're going to lift your body up like that, okay? And you're going to bring your hand towards your leg like this, okay? And then going to hold for 30 to 60 seconds, okay? So let's start with wall push-ups here. So what I'm going to do is that, again, we're going to do a hollow body position. So you're not like that or like that, but a good hollow body position. So your pelvic, slight tilt, squeeze the glute, okay? And then I'm going to put my hand on the wall like here, okay? So now I'm just going to lower myself down. So you don't have to put your hand like here. It could be anywhere kind of slightly below your shoulder height, okay? And now you're going to come down and then go back up, okay? So it's 1, 2, and you can see my core control, so I'm not doing this. I'm just keeping it, my whole body is straight, and then I'm coming back up. So the next exercise is going to be the wall side plank. So basically, we're going to find a wall here, okay? And I'm going to keep my elbow just like that, okay? And now I'm going to create a little bit of incline, but at the same time, my whole spine should be in a straight line. So it's not like sagging in like that or sagging in like that. It's kind of going to be in a straight line, okay? We're going to involve the core. So basically the core, so once we involve the core, basically that makes sure that you're not sagging like that. So we hold the core strong, and we're going to hold this position for 40 seconds straight. And again, once we finish this side, we will be repeating on the other side. Okay? So let me show you first in a kneeling down fashion so that we understand how this exercise needs to be done. And after that, we'll do the same thing in a prone fashion, basically laying my face facing the floor. Okay? So when we think about like scapula, so scapula is your shoulder blade here. So this is protraction, this is retraction, okay? So you're going to start, your hand is going to be like this, okay? And then you're going to retract. So basically you're going to pinch the shoulder blade together. And then this is shoulder shrug. So basically we're going to not shrug, we're going to depress the shoulder. So retraction, depression, and then you're going to come up all the way to a W position like that. And then after that, you're going to go up, okay? And now I'm going to external rotate. So basically I'm going to bring my thumb outside like this, and then I'm going to lift up and then come up again, go to the W position, and then come to the back position and then relax. Again, so retract, shoulder depression, go all the way up like that. So W position, go all the way up like this, external rotation like that, and then come back down and then reach. Okay, again, retraction, shoulder depression, and then come all the way up like that to the W position, go all the way up like that, and then external rotation like this, and then up like that, and then come back down like that. Okay, so now we're going to do this in a prone position. Okay, so now let me show you the proper prone angel exercise. So basically we're going to do this with the face facing the floor right now. Okay, so I don't want to do this because then I'm going to activate my upper trap. So I'm just going to keep my shoulder on the floor. Okay, and then you're going to start with your hand with your shoulder retraction and then shoulder depression. So basically not shrugging like that, bringing it down, and then come up all the way like that to a W position, go all the way up like that, and then bring your external rotate your thumb, come up, then again come back like this, and then all the way down. Okay, but I'm just going to introduce a slight challenge here. So challenge is going to be you're going to lift your leg up like this, and then we're going to do this exercise. Okay, so that's going to be 1, and then you're going to come up to a W all the way up like that, external rotate up like this, come back down. So that's 1. So the first one that I'm going to do is a sitting squat, like a complete sitting and then getting up. So most of the time people have trouble, like when I tell them to squat, they'll squat like this. So what we're trying to achieve here is that we want to emulate a sitting position like that and then come up. So it's like 1. So it's like 1, 2, 3, slow, lower down, and then come up. So it is important that you control that lowering phase. So it's not like this, right? So you're going to control, so it's like 1, 2, 3, okay, and then get up. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then get up. And then slowly as it gets stronger, so you do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? If you find that it's really hard, you can always like do a very mini squat and then slowly progress. So you can start it like this. It's like 1, 2, 3, and then slowly progress to changing the height of the stool to thereby get a pretty depth squat like that. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3. So let's get started with the 2-minute warm-up here. Okay, so I'm going to do a series of 4 exercises, and we're going to do it for 30 seconds just to get a sweat before we start with our strength training routine. Okay, so let's get started. So the first exercise is basically we're going to do a crisscross high knees just like this, and we're going to do this for 30 seconds straight. I've already switched on the timer for 30 seconds. So basically what we're trying to do is that we're just kind of making sure that we involve all the body movements, so that because when we're doing strength training, we kind of feel like, you know, our joints are kind of like, you know, more flexible, and we're also introducing more blood flow to the muscles, and thereby we prevent injuries. So basically that's what we're doing as we're warming up the body. Okay, so now the 30 seconds is over. I'm going to reset the timer, and we're going to do a exercise where we're going to basically do a chest stretch like this, and then bringing the knee all the way to the buttock. Okay, so again we're going to do this 30 seconds straight. The fact that we're not taking any rest right now, and that gives a good warm up for our body. Okay, so just a few more seconds to go. So as you can see, I have a little bit of like, you know, having to take a break while I'm speaking. That's good. Okay, the next exercise is basically kind of shoulder press. So you're going to squat and then come up and then lift up like that. Okay, so we're going to do this for 30 seconds straight. Okay, and then again we are making sure that it go all the way up. Okay, get your full range of motion in your shoulder there. Okay, so not like that, but range, go all the way up. And then again, that's a good way to just kind of involve the joints that you're going to work right now. Okay, so almost done. we're getting a warm-up done right now, and that feels good, okay? And the last 30 seconds, we're going to do a stationary jog, okay? So for people who don't want to put a lot of impact on your knees, you can just do like a high knee, just stationary jog like that. For people who really want to get a little bit of more impact, you can do a stationary jog just for 30 seconds straight, just like that, okay? For people who really want to take the last set a little bit more high heart rate, you can always do like a little bit of high knees like that, okay? So that feels good. We got 2 minutes of warm up. Now we will start with the strength training routine. So let's get started with the first exercise, basically the hollow body position that we're going for, hold for 40 seconds straight, okay? So remember our core position. So basically, we want to make sure that we create a posterior pelvic tilt like that, so that when you try to put your hands here, you cannot place your hands in the back, okay? Core involved. And now we're just going to hold this like that, okay? Ready? So let's switch on the timer here, okay? So you're going to hold this for 40 seconds straight. As you're doing it, make sure that you squeeze the muscle. So you're actually not only involving the core here, but also you're also recruiting your adductor muscles too. Again, they all form part of the core. And then we're just going to hold this like that, okay? So we're going to do this for 40 seconds straight. For beginners, if you feel like this is harder, take a break. So you take a break at 20 seconds and then come back, or you do 10 second break and then 10 second come back. But eventually the goal is to make sure that you can hold for like 40 seconds straight. And we're almost there. We are like, what, 5 more seconds to go. So hold this, almost there, and then we are done, okay? Ready? And then we get started, okay? So hands on the wall, okay? And then do 1. So remember, core control, keep your glute tight. So you can actually see my glute is like pretty tight. I'm not like sagging like that. I'm keeping my glute tight like that. And then doing the push-ups, okay? So remember, keep it a little bit more on the chest range here. And then keep going, okay? So keep it slow when you come down and when you go down, and then when you come back up, push, okay? So the time and attention is 40 seconds, okay? So 40 seconds, we are really recruiting our chest muscle, the push muscles, which is very good, okay? Remember, keeping the core control, okay? And then now we're done with the 40-second tension. Now we're going to immediately go to the side plank position, okay? So your elbow right there on the wall, okay? So make sure you're not sagging like that, okay? Keep it straight like this, okay? Keeping a good spine. Make sure that your head is not tilted like that, all straight. You draw a line, all straight, okay? And we're holding that side plank position for 40 seconds straight, okay? Again, you're not taking a break. So once we are done with this, we'll go on to the next side, and then after that we'll continue with our next exercise, okay? So we're almost there. So we still have like 10 seconds to go, okay? But good. Again, this might be challenging for a lot of people, but again, as we start to strengthen our core this way, then we'll start to go onto the floor, okay? So now we are done with this. So we're going to do the other side. Again, same. So bring your elbow here, okay? So make sure you're not sagging this way. So keep your core straight, and then just hold this position for 40 seconds. So once you start to feel more comfortable, you just create more incline like that, okay? So again, not sagging, you just create a more incline, keep your spine in neutral. If you feel like this is more challenging, go back here, okay? So again, you can adjust depending on how much challenge you want for your side plank. And the goal is to make sure that you progress, okay? Always progression is key, okay? So we're almost there. And then once we're done with this exercise, we'll go into the next exercise right away, okay? So almost there, and then we are done. So as we finish our side plank exercise, we immediately go to our the sit and squat. So basically you're standing, you just come right directly to the sit and squat. So we have the box here. So I'm going to set on the timer here. Okay, so 40 seconds, we're going to do a sit, so slow sit and then stand. Okay, ready? So slow and then stand, okay? So the key is to make sure that you don't sit like that, but rather keep it very slow and focus on the eccentric component and then come back up, okay? So remember, you're not doing that, but you're trying to go back like that, sitting on a chair and then coming back up. So once you start to feel better, then you can decrease the height of the stool and still get a little bit more depth as you do this exercise, okay? So ready? Slow, control, squat, sit and squat, and then come up, okay? Again, slow, control, sit and squat, and then come up, okay? Slow, control, sit and squat, okay? And then we are done. So I'll take a break for 20 seconds to get to the floor position, okay? So we have the still at the 20-second rest period. So now I've come to the floor to get into the prone position. So basically I'm going to lay on your stomach, okay? I'm getting ready for the prone angel exercise here. And now I'm going to switch on the timer for 40 seconds now. Okay, so let's get started. So go to the prone position like that, okay? Lift up, your leg up, squeeze your glute, okay? And now come back to the W position. Go all the way up like that. Then external rotate, so your thumbs up to the ceiling. Lift up and then come back down. All the way back like that. And then go back this way and then come back down, okay? Again, same, lift up, bring to the W position. Go all the way up like that. External rotate, lift up like that, and then come back down again, okay? That's 2. Again, lift up, all the way to the W position. Go all the way up like that, external rotate, lift up like that, and then come back to the W position, and then go back all the way. So our goal is to do anywhere between like 4 or 5 repetitions. So let's finish 4, okay? So lift up, external rotate, up like that, and then come back down, okay? So now we have another 20-second break. So I'll switch on my 40-second timer for the hollow body, okay? So ready, again, squeeze your glute, okay, squeeze, okay? And switch on the timer, and then lift up like that, okay? Make sure that your core control, so pelvic tilt like this, lift up like that, okay? And you're going to hold this position, okay? So key things are engage, squeeze, okay? And then squeeze the glute, okay? Engage. 2, bring your hands like that, okay? 3, and then our core is strong as we maintain this position, okay? And we are holding this for just 40 seconds. But again, as I told you before, if it's hard, take a break. So 10 second on, 10 second off, 10 second on, 10 second off. Maybe like after that 15 second on, and then 15 second off, and just keep progressing, okay? I'm squeezing my adductor here, and then I'm holding this position for 40 seconds straight, and we are done, okay? So I'm going to switch on my 40-second timer for the wall push-ups, okay? Ready? Again, squeeze your glutes and then come back up, okay? Slow, and then slow lowering, and then come back up, okay? Slow lowering, and then come back up, okay? So again, not sagging like that. So squeeze your glute, okay? Squeeze your core control, and now you come back slowly, okay? Good. Again, we are doing this for 40 seconds. So 40 seconds, we're just keeping the tension. If it's really hard, just keep going, okay? Don't lose your form. So usually when people lose their form, they're going to do this. So no, you want to squeeze your glute, keep it pretty straight, keep your core control, and then you just do your push-ups, your wall push-ups, okay? As you get better, you'll be ready to go to more kind of like inclined push-ups, okay? So now we're done with the 40-second timer. So immediately, we don't take a rest, we go to a side plank position, okay? So side plank position here, again, no sagging like that, keeping everything in a straight line. And I'm going to hold this for 40 seconds straight, okay? Again, if you find this very easy for you, the few things that I want to make sure is that, like, you want to make sure that you have a good checklist of core control and everything, because it's about doing all these exercises right. If you're just not recruiting the right muscles, then even if you are able to do the exercise, that doesn't count. But if you feel like this is easier, and you can always go to level 2 and level 3. That's why I created a 3-level series for beginner strength training, like a 10-minute where you and I can work out together. Okay, so we're done with this. Now we'll go to the other side. Okay, again I'll switch on the timer here, and then we go back to the side plank position and working on the other side. Okay, so this particular exercise, the push-ups, the side planks, we're doing without any break at all. So 40 seconds on, 40 seconds on, 40 seconds on, like 3 times. Okay, so now as we finish this one, again we don't take a break, we directly get to the squat. That's why it's important to make sure that you already have a chair ready, so that you'll just kind of like turn and then start doing the squat. Okay, so I'm holding the side plank here, again no sagging here, keeping my core pretty controlled. If you want a little bit more incline, you just do a little bit more incline. Again, it all depends on what challenge you want. Okay, if you don't want that challenge, you can always start from here. More challenge, you start from here. Okay, and then we are done, and now we'll go to a sit and squat. Okay, again as I mentioned before, we didn't take any break, so I'm directly back to the sit and squat. Okay, I'm going to switch on the timer for 40 seconds. Okay, so 40-second timer is on, and then same thing, you're going to go sit and then up. Okay, so when you go sit, you want to make sure that you go very slow. Again, it all depends on what height you want the chair to be, and depending on your strength, you can adjust the height. Okay, and then slow sit and then squat. Okay, again the lowering phase is so important, so you want to take at least 3 to 5 seconds to lower. So 1, 2, 3, and then up. So 1, 2, 3, and then up. 1, 2, 3, and then up. Okay, good job, keep doing it. We're almost done. Imagine you've got 10-minute strength training routine that you're going to finish right now. Okay, and now we got a 20-second break. So in the 20 seconds I was able to basically I already got to the floor. I'm going to get ready for my prone position. We still have almost like 10 seconds to go, so I'm going to get to my position here. Okay, so get to the prone position for your prone angel exercise. Up, scapular traction, come to the W position, go up like that, and then external rotate your shoulder, lift up, and then come back down. Okay, so that's 1. Again lift up, again come to the W position, go all the way up, external rotate, lift up like that, and then come back down. Okay, that's 2. Okay, ready, same. Okay, lift up, come to the W position, go all the way up like that, lift up like this, up like that, and then come back down. Okay, that's 3. Probably will get 1 more. Okay, so again retraction, W position, lift up all the way, external rotate, lift up, and then come back down like that. Okay, that's it guys, we finished our 10-minute strength training routine. I hope this video was helpful. Some people think that you need a lot of variety of exercises, like variety of equipments to get stronger. You don't need it. You just progress with these exercises. I would recommend doing 2 to 3 times a week, and then once you get stronger, once you find these exercises are less challenging, then go to my level 2 beginner strength training exercise. Okay, again, if you really enjoyed this video, please share it with others so that others can be benefited too. If you want to post some appreciative comments, I'll be very thankful for that, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.